This is called Pearl Grace and Company. And they're here at the expo, and they're also going to be on April the 17th at the Baptist Home for Girls Fish Fry. So I'll let you listen to them a little bit this morning. Pretty good.
Believe in our dreams to take us somewhere. So being ourselves, if we ever get there, that's important to me.
Camera stand.
That's important to me. Sharing the gospel, telling the world that Jesus died to save our souls. That's important to me. That's important to me. Yeah, that's important to me. That's important to me.
Well, you just got the last song.
Great job.
And
And
we'll
if you
catch
guys
you some more.
want to hear music and some of their originals, come back at lunch today. You guys can go out, grab your lunch and your drink, come back in here in the AC and listen to some of their amazing music
Cassie
while you
Walker
eat. So
with
if you've ever
Walker
tried to sing or play an
Farm
instrument,
Fam.
you know how amazing they are.
Good morning, Joey.
So let's give them a round of applause.
Joey says hello.
So we want to thank you guys so much for coming out today. This is day 2 of the Okie Homesteading Expo. Yesterday was a great day. Today we expect it to be an amazing day. So you're here on the best day, right?
Yep.
All right. Some of you aren't sure yet. Jason's going to come up and he's going to lead us in a word of prayer, and then we're going to do the national anthem and get going with our day.
Cheers.
Good morning. Welcome back. Everybody get the please. Gracious Father, we come before you again today. We're thankful, Lord, for this second day. Thankful for all the new people that are here today, and we're thankful for those who have returned again as well. Lord, we pray that today you would bless this time that we spend together, that you would bless the lessons that would teach us, Lord, how to be better stewards of the land that you've given us, Lord, and the people that you've given us to care for, and the animals that you've given us to care for as well, Lord, that we would use them rightly for us, for each other, and Lord, for the glory of your great name. Lord, protect us today, keep us, watch over us, bless the friendships that are made and the friendships that are grown, and Lord, I pray that you would use all of this in every lesson that we've learned, Lord, for the glory of your name in our lives, that we would show Christ to this world that we live in. Thank you so much for your faithfulness, for your love, and for your blessings. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
All right, if you guys would please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
gotta stay out of trouble.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna go cause some ruckus out in the bar.
There you go.
Yet another year, they do an amazing job.
See you guys. All right.
See you later.
A second ago.
Good morning, Terry.
Come in at lunchtime and
Glad you're here.
enjoy some music while you eat in here in the air conditioning.
We're at the
So
Oakley
we want to
Homestead
thank our amazing,
Expo, Pryor, Oklahoma.
sponsors. This event couldn't happen without a lot of our sponsors.
This is the opening ceremony.
Support the Okie Homesteading Expo. We want to thank our diamond sponsors, Nutrimill and Azure Standard, and the late Ed Kirkpatrick. Our platinum sponsor is Ideal Poultry, and then our silver sponsors are Fur Trail, Primo Guard, and the Station. So let's give all of them a big round of applause. They do so everything behind the scenes and things that make so much of this possible. So if any of them are in here today, if they want to come up, we'll give them some time for them to tell you a little bit about what they do and about their company. They're all looking to see who wants to go first. While they're coming up,
We're fixing to watch
orange
Temple Grandin.
seats that say reserved throughout the event, those are for our VIP. So if we'll talk a little
Thank
bit
you,
more
Terry.
about that, but if you're one of our VIP members, make sure that you guys utilize those seats. All right, I'll let them introduce themselves and tell a little bit about their company.
Well, thank you guys for supporting Azure. I'm very happy to be able to help support this event. This is actually a very dynamic event. We're happy to see that. Of course, Azure is here to support.
Sorry for being so
all
shaky.
with healthy food for everything you don't grow. So we're excited to do that and have been we've been raising our, farming, but actually doing a lot of homesteading stuff too. We've always had the milk cow, all those kinds of things. So I really feel quite at home in this setting because it feels pretty normal. And I did, take the homestead piece from homestead to economically viable. So I guess this afternoon at 2:30, I'll be talking about that subject, the practical aspects of homesteading in reality. So I would love to see you then.
As your standard.
Hello, I am Michaela with Ideal Poultry. We are a fourth-generation family-owned and operated hatchery out of Central Texas. We have chickens, ducks, geese, guineas, and a little special thing about us is that we are the only hatchery that doesn't have any satellite farms. So anything in our catalog that you see is grown on our property at our farm. So we try and keep things in the family as much as possible, and one of our main goals is to bring the farm back to the family. We want y'all to be able to grow birds and things in your backyard, and like Mr. David said, anything that you don't grow or you don't have, we want to provide you with in the poultry aspect. So feel free to come by our booth. We're straight out there, and you can either talk chickens with us, you can talk Azure with us because we love them and we're also customers of them, or you can talk bread making with us because we all have grain mills and we are huge lovers of our mills. I was telling them last night that my daughter has become so in love with fresh milled flour that we went over to a friend's house and she asked the sweet woman, she said, "Are these fresh milled?" So please. And she's like, "No, they're not. They're regular flour." And she's like, "Well, do you have a mill? Do you have fresh milled flour?" So it's really amazing just to see how one small change, me just purchasing a mill, can have a huge effect on all the generations of my family going forward, because now that's going to be their normal. Going to the store for bread isn't going to be their normal. And so just like buying great food from Azure is going to be their normal. And of course, fourth generation of poultry, so that has been their normal for a long time. So again, thank you to Oki Expo for having us. We're so excited to be here, and y'all are just so blessed at this event because this is one of those events where you truly learn things. It's not just speakers kind of talking, they're actually truly teaching you things that are going to help you in your homesteading journey.
Ideal poultry.
I'm glad I went after these two. These two people have become like family. What they didn't tell you, David, we're harvesting 400 acres of cherries this week. And, well, he's blooming now. He's going to be harvesting 400 acres of cherries out of more than 5,000 acres of whatever he's growing, which is a lot of stuff. And what Ideal Poultry hasn't told you is that we asked a trivia question yesterday when we were making a presentation. How many chickens do you think they're raising right now? Anybody have an idea how many chickens they've got out there right now? I think about 6 million.
6 million chickens.
Just a little place. Yeah, but these two, I grew up on my dad called it a gentleman farm. I grew up in Las Vegas, and I had to have cow and chickens and horses and pheasants and whatever else he brought out there on that 5-acre parcel. I hated it because I had to be the one out cleaning the chicken coop. My brothers, threw rocks at me if I wasn't the one that went out to do it. So we're in the grain mill and the mixer business, so we support these things. And without Azure, we wouldn't be in business. So we're grateful to be here. This is such a wonderful event, wonderful people, and the people who put on this event are some of the greatest people in the world. And I'm learning the more I'm here to say y'all. So, we love y'all. And we're grateful to be here. And God bless homesteaders because you're the heart of this country.
I don't know who he is. He didn't tell us. I think it's Nutrimil.
And each one of them has a booth, so if you want more information, go over there and check them out. They'd love to talk to you. But
food
something that is
grinders,
amazing about the Oak
flour
Homestead Expo is
making.
how everyone supports each other. They each got 3 minutes to talk about themselves, but they support each other. So that's amazing. Let's give them one more round of applause. So I'm Cassie with Walker Farm Fam. We're from Locust Grove, Oklahoma, just down the road, and we've been blessed and fortunate to be able to help with the Okie Homesteading Expo each year. And Sean and Brandy and Rachel and Kevin are some of our dear friends. We went to school together, and then at some point in our adult lives, we decided to jump into social media and see what that was like. And thankfully and gratefully, it's been a success for us to be able to share with you guys what we do on and off our farms, and to be able to kind of share what we've learned along the way. So when we first started social media, my dad thought we were crazy. He's like, I farmed my whole life. If I video it, people want to watch. And I'm like, well, Dad, you got to be a little bit entertaining, and you got to throw some fun stuff out there. But it's just amazing what social media has done and how it has changed the farming industry and how it's connected so many people. Well, one thing we love about the Okie Homesteading Expo is we get to see all of our friends that live all over the world, and then we can come together this weekend and see each other and hang out and joke around and just be able to learn from each other. So if nothing else, if you don't learn anything, when you come to the Okie Homesteading Expo, if you don't learn anything, it's your own fault, but at least make some friendships, develop some of those relationships that you can take back home, so that you can come together and see each other, but also reach out when there's a problem on your farm, or you maybe are getting into chickens and you have some questions for them. So this weekend, you might not have a bunch of questions for any of these people or the speakers, but if you get their information and 6 months, 9 months down the road, you think, okay, they were talking about a milk cow, I think I'm ready. You can go back and you can make those connections, because something like she said with the speakers is they truly want to teach you. So when they leave here, most most of them will give their information, or you can email, or you can message us on a social media platform, and people will get back to you, and they will help you, and they will teach you. So don't take that for granted. When you came in, you should have got a brochure out in the headquarters. It has the site map and the schedule and all that. If you didn't get one, just right outside that door at the headquarters, you can pick one up. Or you can go on Okie Homesteading, okiehomesteading.com, and you can find it all there. So I've done really good keeping up with my papers that Rachel gave me a couple days ago. But usually I like to take screenshots or pictures because I set stuff down and misplace it. So nothing else, take a picture of it, and then it's right there on your phone for you to have so that you know what's going on. If you are here with a group, sometimes you have to divide and conquer because there's so many great speakers at the same time. It's just impossible to hear it all. So if you guys have to divide and conquer, make sure if your husband's going to one, that you send a notebook and you tell him to pay attention so that when he comes back, it's not like, I don't know what they said, right? So out in the headquarters, they have merch, shirts, hoodies, mugs, notebooks, whatever is left over from yesterday, because I know they were busy all day long. But if you're wanting to get some merch, make sure you stop by the headquarters at some point. It's very limited, and once it's gone, it's gone. The volunteers are wearing bright orange shirts. They decided to put them in a really bright color this year. So if you need anything, find a volunteer or one of us MCs or something, and we'd be happy to help you. If we don't know the answer, we'll find someone that does. And you'll see a lot of them running around with the radios in their ears. That way, if we don't know, we can find someone that does. And Ed Kirkpatrick, one of our sponsors who is no longer with us, he provided those radios many years ago. They've been such a blessing. For safety, we ask that you supervise your kids at all times. There is a kids corner out here. Some of this stuff is free, some of it costs to be able to do, but the last thing we want is you to take them out there and say, see you later. That adds a lot of stress on us and them when they can't find you. So just make sure that you supervise your kids at all times, and they are welcome in any of the events. And a lot of times the speakers love for them to be able to come up when they're doing hands-on things, because it starts with our children. If we don't pass it on to them, or if they don't learn, then at some point it's going to die off. So we want to make sure that the kids are engaged and learning and having a good time. Just don't leave them out there all by themselves. Photos and videos are encouraged and recommended. If you put them on social media, do hashtag Okie Homesteading Expo. That way people can click on that, and it will take them and connect everybody, and maybe you'll see something you missed, or maybe you'll meet a new friend. It's kind of crazy how those hashtags bring people together. Just remember that when you are videoing or taking a picture, that you respect those around you, because everybody's kind of wanting to do the same thing. The only one that has permission to get in people's way and fly all over the stage is this guy over here on my left. He's providing a lot of pictures and videos this weekend so that we can share them. So if you see him, don't get in his way. He's doing an awesome job. I've seen him just here, there, and everywhere. There's like one of him, but it seems like there's 20, so he's doing a great job. Just make sure if you share the stuff that you tag it. Like I said, up here, the orange seats are for our VIP.
Homesteading Expo.
So this year they decided to sell 15 VIP tickets and 5 VIP Plus tickets, and all those sold out, which is amazing. What that offers, if you'd be interested in it for the future, is
We're just gonna stay
they get
live
reserved seating so they
during
can
the
get
opening
they don't have
ceremony.
to be here early. Some of you guys are here very early. They just get to walk in last minute and just sit right in front of you. No, I'm just kidding. But it provides them a seat at each one of the events. Also, right out here to my right, there's a VIP lounge that offers some snacks and drinks and things like that. After Temple speaks, as soon as she's finished, the VIP only meet and greet will be, if you go out of the doors here and across, it'll be on your right in this next hallway. So that's another plus that they have. And then around 11, Temple will be out in the hallway doing a book signing for everybody. So if the VIP is something you'd be interested in the coming years, just take note of that. Outside, we have day 2 of the hog butchering. I can actually see Looks like Dutch is out there carrying it on his shoulder as we speak, so we did put him to work. So that is a hog that
Joy, you
Keeping It
could come
Dutch
watch a
has
hog butchering.
raised and nurtured, and I really think that Brandy and the girls have done most of the work. He's just out there carrying it right now, it looks like. But he is excited to share half a hog with 2 families. Yesterday, a winner was picked, and then again today, correct?
Correct.
All right, you guys know I'm trying not to just stare at my paper and read, because that would be boring, right? But if you go out there to the hog processing class, you have to be present to win, and they will give you a ticket, and then when it's over, you have the possibility of taking home a side of the hog, and you do have to take it home today. The next thing is the vendors. Over across in the show barn pavilion, there are over 100 unique businesses out there. A lot of them have put a lot of time, effort, and talents into what they have out there for you guys. So make sure you go over there and check it out and take something home with you. If you can't find something over there that you like, then I don't know what to tell you. I've been through, and my kids have been through a bunch, but there's something over there for everybody. Even out here in the middle, outside, there's a lot of different equipment and chicken tractors, and I think I saw like a greenhouse or something, but there's so much out there. So make sure you guys walk around and look at that. At 10:30, one of our sponsors, Primo Guard, they have given us 12 bottles of poultry spray to give away. So at 10:30, right before Dr. Jones,
I won one of those yesterday.
Oh, let there be light. I think somebody leaned on the wall. They will hand out some tickets at 10:30. There we go again. Somebody leaned on the wall. Oh. Oh, it was but it was April. That's funny. All right. So at 10:30, we'll hand out tickets for Primo Guard's poultry spray. As soon as Dr. Jones is finished, we'll give those out. So again, you have to be present to win. That way we don't have to chase you down or anything. And then if you aren't in here when we give the tickets away at the beginning, don't worry, we'll have time to do that afterwards as well. And then you'll be able to take that home with you today. Like I said earlier, we have a lot of concessions and food and drink available right outside the door here. Keeping It Dutch and Hidden Heights Farms girls, they have a concession out here that they have done themselves. And so if you get thirsty or need a snack and you want to sneak out there or grab something in between, make sure you go check that out. And then outside we have all sorts of amazing food trucks. There will be a lunch break at some point, but if you wait until the lunch break where the other 4,000 people waited for the lunch break, you're going to stay in line for a little bit. So maybe right before lunch, you're not quite hungry yet, but you know you're going to be. Grab some food before you go to the next one, and then you'll be laughing at the people that are standing in line while you already got to eat. So some of you guys know what I'm talking about, and the others are going to figure it out later and wish they would have listened. So, but you can bring your food in here and eat it during the lunch break and listen to some music. All right, so real quick, we have about 29 minutes before Temple arrives. I talk way too fast. I'm supposed to talk slow so that it'll just flow right into it. But we have a much larger crowd in here than we did yesterday. So I'd like to know if this is your first Okie homesteading experience, if you would raise your hand, your first one. Awesome. This is your first day, you weren't here yesterday. That is so cool. So 5 years in, but it just keeps growing. How about if this is your second Okie Homesteading Expo experience? Third? Fourth? Who are the OGs? The fifth? Nice. Woo-hoo! How about sixth? Okay, you would be liars because there's like oh, my bad. I didn't think she started until 9:30, so I need to look at that. Okay, Robbie, can you tell Temple that we're ready for her? Everyone is so relieved I'm not talking for 28 more minutes.
Yay!
The last thing, someone's talking. The last thing I I need to know, because I can't get off of here without knowing. Who is pistols firing? They have to say that, they're wearing OSU. Who is boomer? That one, yes. Now, if you call the hogs, you might just have to go out to the hog butchery, so I don't know what to tell you. But Tipple's gonna be in just a second, so if you need anything, grab it real quick, and then we'll get started. One person is proud of me.
All right, here we are. We're live this morning. We're gonna get off here because I'll be live later on as well. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. Appreciate those that liked this morning. We'll see you in a little while. Bye bye.